What's good, everybody? I'm Neal, Newberry, host of Live from the Nickel.
What's good, everybody? I'm Neal Newberry. Welcome to another episode of Live from the Nickel. We are at a great establishment today. You know what I'm saying? We got here early. I got here kind of early setting up and everything, but let me tell you guys, this is a very great establishment. It's called Toledo Spirits. But before I tap in with our guest and he can tell us about the establishment, remember we are sponsored by School Matters. Shout out to Miss Evelyn. She is doing her great job of making the t-shirts and everything. So make sure you guys subscribe to this podcast. You know what I'm saying? I'll get you a t-shirt and a hoodie. You know, I pay for it, but you know, I'll give you a good deal. I'll give you a discount. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you guys tap in and subscribe to our podcast, because we are doing very well. We're at 335, but we're not done. We're trying to get 1,000 views. So I need everybody to tap in and make sure y'all like our podcast, share with your friends, whatever. So, D, what's up, man?
Man, another great day in the city.
You got
No bad phone calls last night, man. So everybody woke up, man. So, you know, that's kind of scary getting a call in the middle of the night, man.
Absolutely,
so
absolutely.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying. So you know, I'm blessed to, to have everybody, man, alive just on this beautiful Sunday.
Absolutely, it is really good Sunday, man.
Yes.
It really is. You know what I'm saying? I see you went back. You got a little regiment thing going on. That's your tradition now with the big tall drinks.
Just lemonade.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah, I believe that. I know you too well.
Yeah.
Miss Amanda, look at you, got fancy with your drink. What's up?
So, I got an espresso martini.
Espresso martini.
It's definitely probably the best espresso martini I've ever had, and way better than the ones that I make, for sure.
Man, that's a lot to say. You're a great bartender, but
Not
for you
gonna
to say
lie.
that,
I love my espresso martinis, and this is pretty bomb.
they do know they do them upstairs.
Pretty good,
They nice
yeah.
with it. They real nice
So
with it.
good. It's so good.
Yo, so before we tap into our guest real quick, you know what I'm saying? You guys got to understand this establishment we were at. It's called Toledo Spirits. Upstairs is like going to your mom's, auntie's house. Got the couches everywhere, nice bar, whatever. Some people got bars in the house. But when you come down to the underground, that's downstairs where we at. This is like the man cave of all man caves. You got pinball, you got Miss Pac-Man, y'all see we got the bar behind with the TVs off right now. We don't need the TVs on. But this is probably one of the hidden gem establishments I've ever seen in my life, man. I mean, I've been around Toledo for a long time, but I gotta say, you guys, this is probably one of the nicest establishments. They had the bingo going on when I got here today. It was like celebrity bingo up there. They were screaming and hollering and everything. And then they had the brunch popping off. I mean, this is a great establishment. And the guy sitting right next to me, this guy makes it happen. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody in the city, when y'all need to come check this place out on Summer Street, 1301 Summer Street. They got the upstairs, they got the downstairs. You bring your family, bring your babies, whoever, your granny, grandfather, your great-grandfather, whoever. Bring them all down here, because this is a great establishment. Guy sitting next to me, his name is Dustin, I'm sorry. I say Dustin. Dustin Wade, you know what I'm saying? Understand that. I had a great mimosa right here.
One mimosa.
But Dustin is the man, you know what I'm saying? Dustin Wade, you guys check it out. It's a great establishment, man. It really is. And y'all,
beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? So Dustin, welcome to the Nickel, my man.
Thanks, Neal.
You know what I'm saying? Great guy. I didn't mean to see, you know what I'm saying? I messed his name a little bit, but it's such a great establishment, man.
You know, it's a D thing. Like it's a Dennis. It's
Yeah,
Dustin,
Dennis. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Darren. It's
I got a lot of friends, Dustin.
it's all the D's, man.
Run them all
Like,
together, man. Just run them all
You
together.
pick one. Just I go with it.
Nah, Dustin is the name, y'all.
I'm skipping all of the bad D ones, so like for the families listening.
I think I hit my head because when you come down here, all y'all for understand this. If y'all six
you're
six,
tall,
you got to watch where you, because you can hit your head. You can hit your head. Now I already hit it twice.
He's blaming on that.
We've got a giant.
He's
neon sign that says
Little
"Mind your
disoriented,
head."
huh?
Mind your head.
Yeah, mind your head.
Okay.
Well,
He's
mind
a
my
builder on that.
mind my head, because I hit my head twice when I said no. But before we
All
get
good.
started
Thanks
and tap into
Better
Dustin.
your head than your knee.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, I'm
there
taking
you
paint
go.
off, taking paint off the head
There
and put it
you
on the
go.
knee, whatever. I don't know. Before we get started, I got some gifts to hand out. So, for our IT guy, Nick, his birthday's on Wednesday, so I got him a T-shirt. Here you go, my brother.
With
You
all
know what
our
I'm saying?
faces on, so
Yeah,
you
we
can look
We got a
us
T-shirt,
forever.
you know what I'm saying? We gotta do that.
You should have put that in front of the camera.
Yeah,
can
come
look
on,
at
baby,
us
come around here.
every day.
Come around here. This is what we do. We give out gifts. So Nick got
Yeah,
this
can
T-shirt.
Nick be on the
Look
camera
at that
for
T-shirt
one?
Nick got. You know what I'm saying? That's a great T-shirt for this guy. His
at
birthday
that.
is on Wednesday. He's gonna
Now
be
he gets to look
21.
at us every day.
It's gonna be 21.
21 already.
Yeah.
Add about a decade to that.
You've been drinking it for like 3 years. So you're 21 now. Like,
Bamboozled.
Yeah, it's a nice shirt. And I got his favorite chocolate cake for him.
Oh.
Yeah. So this
And
is
a
all from all of
Birthday
us.
boy.
You know what I'm saying? I thought, he's a great guy, man. This is my guy, man. So I gotta show him some love, you know. So that's what it is. He don't be on camera a lot, so we gotta bring him on camera.
Yeah.
happy birthday, Nick.
Happy birthday.
And then for Dustin, this is for you
Remix.
and Maddie. I appreciate you guys having us coming on down here and do your establishment. So my token to you guys, we do this to all our guests. We give them T-shirts. So I have your T-shirt in there and I have her T-shirt in there. You know she's not here; she's in
So now you
Florida.
have to. Now you
Safe
can
trails
match us.
back, but you guys rock our brand and stuff. Show people, but we really appreciate you having us here, man.
I appreciate you guys coming here, and thank you very much. This is very kind. I hope you enjoy the cocktails
Oh, that's
and,
very good.
and a little bit of the brunch too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, thanks for choosing our establishment for your fine podcast.
Absolutely.
Let's have some fun.
Well, here's the thing about you guys. I want you guys to understand how me and Dustin, we linked up. It's kind of crazy, actually.
It actually is fun.
It's a crazy story. So, everybody likes a good story, so I'm going to tell you a good story. So, I'm with my buddy John Cox and TJ. We're at, what's the name of that bar we were at?
Frogtown Johnny's.
There you go. Frogtown John. I haven't been there in years. So, John wanted to go there. We went there. Great little establishment. It's nice. I'm sitting there talking to those guys. We're, talking about our trip we just got back from and stuff like that. And Dustin and another guy was with him. They're sitting up, they're doing what you guys do best, selling your liquor, right? Or
Selling
the liquor. So he out there like a salesman, selling. And he's selling, and we got to talking and stuff. Well, TJ actually said, hey, he's got a podcast. You can do it at. TJ, shout out to TJ, always looking out for a brother. And that's how we kind of locked up. And we got outside, got to talk, and I gave him a card, and the story read itself. Beautiful
That's right.
thing. Yeah, it was actually nice. I was gonna stay home and rest my leg and stuff, and he brought me out. So this is how we linked up to do the podcast here, and it's like I said, it's a great establishment for you guys. But Miss Amanda's gonna start off with the questions.
All right.
So,
Sure.
Let's
All right.
do
Sure.
this.
Sure.
Let's do this.
Sure.
I love
Sure.
questions.
I'm a bartender in the city, so I'm very familiar with all your guys' products and what you guys do. And I mean, I haven't tried anything I haven't liked. When did you guys kind of first get started on this and kind of get the ball rolling and decide that you wanted to not only make your own alcohol, but have an establishment also where people can hang out and get signature craft cocktails? and things?
Sure. So we started in 2013, actually, which is a way long time ago. It doesn't seem like that.
Doesn't seem like
It
that
doesn't-
long, but
It's like, yeah, a few years ago.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, that's like a decade
yeah,
ago.
it doesn't seem like that.
Crap. And literally, my two business partners and I, the three of us have all come from the technology world. And Andrew and I met actually in the late 90s, nearly after college. We didn't go to college together. We both went to UT. And he had started a software development company, and I had kind of settled into my first actual IT job and was looking for some custom software development, and that's how we connected. And there's local IT guys here in town,
Yeah.
and let's have you develop this software for me. And we connected. We had this great meeting, and we hit it off. And these are the people that I need to be around. And we continued our friendship for decades. And this building actually is the home of his software company upstairs
wow.
on the second
Okay,
floor.
cool.
And you know, through the years as a software development company, like people work from home, and like it's funny to talk about it out loud now because it's like very normalized.
Yeah.
Like the
It
whole
is.
like
Yeah.
you have the whole like, oh yeah, we'll Zoom a meeting. Like tech people have been doing that shit for like 20 years,
Yeah.
right?
For
Like
sure.
so
COVID
like,
made that
well,
popular.
like, COVID made it popular,
Yeah.
and like so like the building wasn't necessarily as used as it could have been, and it was kind of like, well, what do we do with all this space? And it's like very small space for the office, and a lot of space for collecting people's crap.
Yeah.
So I was like, why don't we do something really cool for Toledo? And we settled on making whiskey, and it was really about doing something cool that wasn't happening here in Toledo, and that's what we settled on. And Lucas was working with Andrew at the time as a software developer, and went to Bowling Green. Was like a dual major in science and psychology, so like super smart and very much a science guy, and a lot of experience in home brewing as well.
Yeah.
And we were able to just build this thing. My career was built around sales and marketing and running sales teams, and Andrew in leadership, and Lucas in science.
Yeah.
And none of us had any idea what we were doing in this industry.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm like, how did you guys get
Like,
into it? 'Cause
it was like,
it's not easy to, you know, it's not.
Do
an
you
easy
want to
thing
do it? Do you want to do it? Do you want to? Yes, let's go. Do you know how to do it? No.
We know what we want to do. Right.
Right.
Crap. Like now, what do we do? Like
Right.
so, it's, you know, the FAFO model rings loud here. So we figure it out. We figure things out, and it's about
Figure it out
like
as you go, yeah.
figure it out. So that's exactly what we did, and we started with a very small still, and we had a meager 3,000 square feet in the back of this building. We spent 6 months carving out and dumping people's garbage out of here, and
Yeah.
literal dumpsters of trash. And we got the place open. We had a very small tasting room where at that time, the Ohio liquor laws allowed us to only sell 4 1/4 ounce samples per person per day,
Oh wow.
and then full bottles to go. That was how our liquor permit was written.
Wow.
And right, like
Wow.
not the most helpful
Not
thing.
ideal. Yeah.
No.
And we're all working 50 hours a week at our day jobs, so like you come into Saturday morning, which 10 to 2, those were our hours. So we worked it out so that's when we were clearing the building out, and then eventually that was our tasting room.
Yeah.
And we had no sign, like all the glass doors and everything was all boarded up. You had to know to come in the side door and go down the scary hallway. And like, it was a
wow.
cool like kind of guerrilla marketing thing, you know. And we grew the business, and like Facebook was helpful, and we kind of just built this like very loyal following. Saturday from 10 to 2, and those are the hours that we could commit to it, and we got it going on. And then in the fall of 2017, House Bill 351 passed, and that's when Ohio allowed small distilleries to sell cocktails. That was the game changer
Okay.
for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
And up until that point, it's like you don't go to a brewery and be like, "Hey, I'd love a little sip of your
Right.
beer,"
Exactly,
and
yeah.
then buy your beer and take it home.
Right.
Like,
Let me get one of those kegs to go.
right, exactly. You know, so it was really smart legislation, and it was worse for us here in Toledo because in Central Ohio, where all the laws are made, like everybody's just kind of like whatever. But like here, it's like literally 5 miles from here is Michigan, and breweries up there and distilleries up there were selling cocktails.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And Ohio was definitely behind the line a little bit. So anyway, they changed the laws, and it worked out great. And we decided unanimously to grow the business and add on the additional stills and capacity, and then like grow the business. And we became a story not of 3 guys figuring this out and determining how we're going to do this,
Right.
but really a manufacturing story of how do we grow. And that was the piece that moved us forward, I think, in
Such a cool story
2017.
to start from, okay, this is the idea, and we think it'd be really cool to do this, and you guys made it happen.
Yeah, thank
And
you.
it's awesome. It's such a cool place. I've been in the bar business since I've been 19 years old, and I remember when I first heard of you guys, and it was someone had come into the bar I worked at, and they were like, you gotta try this strawberry vodka.
Dude.
And it was the best thing that my lips had ever tasted. And not only that, but I loved the story behind it. I loved that the artwork was a Toledo artist. I love that the glass bottle itself was made in Toledo. And it's brewed in Toledo, and it's filtered. Just the whole story behind it made it easier even for me to sell it. Because when somebody saw that bottle and they were like, what is that bottle right there? I've never seen before. And then I tell them a little bit about it, they're like, wow, that's cool. And then they automatically wanted to try it, and then they try a little sip, and then it was, because it's so good. So,
I ain't gonna lie, man. Like first time I came here with John, and we actually, you know, he let us come out here to see the establishment. Man, I asked for my favorite drink. He turned me on to it when I go to Amanda's spot. She makes it so good, and green tea. And I had something kind of like that here.
Okay.
Ooh, it was so good. Oh, it was so good.
It's
so
different with a craft cocktail than just, you know,
Man,
here's
so-
the lemonade on the gun, or here's, you know.
Because not everybody can make a green tea, but what I love about the establishment here, the vibe. Like when I came in today and you guys doing the bingo thing,
Oh, it's
the
so
vibe
cool.
was so, like it was, I for a minute I thought I was not in Toledo because of the vibe upstairs. When you guys come here and you walk up these stairs, that's the thing that changes your life already. Now, I hate it, me and Don don't like it because we got knee problems.
They can't walk.
But
We have a ramp. If you need to push yourself in,
I told you
yeah.
guys I'd give you a piggyback.
we gonna need a ramp next time.
you're good.
But when you guys come to this establishment and you walk up those stairs, it's gonna take you somewhere that you've never been before. And then when you get up there, the vibe, it's like a lounge type thing. Like you see stuff like this in New York. When I was in Fort Myers, I seen something like this. You know what I'm saying? Like New York, Chicago, all these big cities. That's the way you guys went upstairs. It's got a great feng shui about it. That's what I love about it.
Yeah,
For a minute, it
thanks.
just takes you there.
Thanks. We put a lot of time and thought into it, and our team like really is what makes it happen here.
Yeah.
It's not me. It's not Lucas. It's not Andrew. It's really about the team, and we've
Yes.
surrounded ourselves with amazing people, and that's what. And it's creative people. It's production people. It's service people. Like it's our team. Like we are a family here, and like we're doing what we can for the community, and it's what you just said is not, it's the 1,000th time I've heard it. Like, holy crap, like how is this in Toledo, Ohio?
Yeah.
Like
Tons.
the vibe
Yeah,
that's
it's
here,
so
and
unique.
we've tried to mash together the history of this building, which was built in 1911, into like what is now a modern space, but preserve the story of the building and a lot of the elements that are out there. You know, we pulled all of the carpet, we restored the original floors, but not too nice. Like, and it's like, but don't make them too nice.
Right,
I don't
right,
want
right.
them too nice. I want the story to be
Right.
told,
History of
and
the
like
building.
The history
there
of
are
it.
paint stripes down there from
Yeah.
like decades
I love
ago,
that.
and one of the coolest things I love is the bar was built out of literally the Toledo. So we have the 3 stills in the production side of our space, and we cut these huge holes because these are like 2 stories tall, and we had the holes cut, and all of that flooring was removed, and all the joists removed, and the flooring from the joists are actually on the sides of the bar. And then in the center, there's a big curved section, and we worked with Dane from Toledo Twisted Iron. It's an
Okay.
artist that actually like helped us put this bar together, and we hired him to like build this. And he was like, "Hey man," at the time, because this was like back in 2019, ProMedica was moving downtown and developing their campus, and they had taken down the smokestacks, like the original.
I remember
OG
that. I remember that. That was a big thing.
Yeah.
and they were ready to fall down, so thank God they took them down. But then they built fiberglass replicas to preserve the skyline, which was really great. But they cut those down, and they cut them into pieces, and that's what turned into the Echo sculpture that still lives in Promenade Park. And it's these like sort of rings that move, and it represents, they fade from black to white as they go through like colors of blue. And it was about like the progression of Toledo moving from a coal plant, which makes steam to heat the city of Toledo, into renewable energy and modern thinking, right? So you have these rings, and they're oblong rings, and like I don't know if you've all seen the sculpture down there or not, but like or
I've
walked
seen it.
through it.
Yeah.
It's hella cool,
It's so
and it's like
cool, yeah.
these giant, thick pieces of steel that they like cut with torches, like
Yeah.
out of these stacks.
Yeah.
And Dane is like just casually mentions like, well, yeah, we're working on this bar, but it's cool. hey man, I got a little some extra steel. Like, you want that in your bar?
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Run it.
Yeah,
Run it.
like,
Run it.
run it.
Who's gonna say no?
So if you look, there are very old, rusty pieces
Right.
that are actually the caps of those smokestacks.
Wow.
That were welded together, literally tack welded together, or sorry, I'm not a welder, but welding technology
Not
in the
either.
1800s.
Right.
The best that Toledo could provide, and back in the 1800s, and they literally built into the bar, and then he had fresh steel rolled out at the same diameter to sort of make that basket weave, and like that old rusted steel is the tops
That's
of those
so
smokestacks been in Toledo since the 1800s. Really cool. So the vibe, thank you.
Vibe is it.
And we get that
Love
very
historical buildings.
old and new and modern and it's kind of very fun vibe. So thank you for noticing.
My brother at the end, Mr. Brown,
Yes, sir.
the legend. Tell me, you've been around a long time. What you think when you got here, bro?
Oh, it was nice, man.
Yeah.
Like you said, I was coming in and it was a crowd leaving out, man. So I haven't actually seen the upstairs yet because I came straight down.
Oh yeah, check it out. It's
Yeah,
really
so
pretty.
I'm gonna have to check that out. But Dustin, what I have to ask you, getting started, first of all, 2013, that was the year I got married. So yeah.
That's why he's the man.
That was the year I almost got divorced. It was a close call. It was like tight. Like, you're gonna start a what?
That could have been real
How
bad.
much money are you gonna make? What?
So with y'all getting started, did y'all have to go through a number of suppliers or who's the main producer of y'all ingredients?
Yeah, it's a great question. So like the supply side is really about from a distilling perspective is about, right, like you're using food. And that's really where we started. So the immediate thing that we did was we created an FDA kitchen license. So we registered ourselves with the FDA. We didn't have to, but we did. And like that was a big thing for us because you mentioned Heart of Glass, and that was our first vodka, and like moving into the vodka space. So as we started, first of all, let me back up. We wanted to make whiskey, and that is the like worst possible way to like start a distillery because you have to make something, you have to age it for like a long time before you can sell it. So like so much money goes into it, and so much time goes into it before you figure out if it's even good.
Right.
Right,
Like,
right.
You know what it's gonna taste like.
Now you have three guys that know what we're doing exactly. We're figuring this out. But we said we're making whiskey first because if we can't make whiskey for shit, we have no business in this business. So that was the proper sort of progression for us, and we decided because we were starting out, we didn't have fermenters, so we'll buy beer because Lucas had this great idea about like, well, so many beers are very similar in the ingredient compounds of whiskeys. So like you have a lot of the same, and especially in the darker beers. So like a proper stout or a porter, right? It's very, very similar to good malt whiskey. So we found, we kind of put out the APB and just said like, hey, any breweries got beer they don't want? And like, you know, craft beer, like stuff happens, you know, like batches turn,
Maybe one
things
doesn't
don't,
turn out right. Or
yeah, it doesn't sell right, or like it's not made the way you want it to. And like in beer manufacturing, you have a one-to-one relationship. You have 100 gallons of beer that you make in the kettle. It's 100 gallons of beer in the keg, almost, right? Like it's almost one-to-one. Sure, you lose a little bit or whatever, but in distilling, it's like a 10-to-1 ratio. You have 100 gallons of beer makes 10 gallons of whiskey, right? And then you cut it from there, and it's like it's such a factor of 10 that you concentrate the alcohol, and in that process you eliminate so many other variables that restrict craft beer. So you'll have infections and weird things that happen, but in distilling that actually ends up adding flavor and really great nuances to the spirit. And then you put it in a barrel, and then you can get better or changes even more. So it was just such an interesting thing for us to do, and we started with beer originally with Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, WTF, because we were like, WTF, this is amazing. It was an IPA, and we distilled an IPA, and like this bitter IPA. What the heck, man? But like, we didn't have to ferment it, so it was already done. So we just distilled it, and we're like, all of a sudden, these like bitter hops turned into like floral. It became like potpourri almost, like, and just like these aromas that were like, what is going on? And we were just blown away by it. Yeah, and we moved forward and into the actual supply chain. It's like, how do we engage with the most local people and the most local aspect that we can? And you can't necessarily hit it all every single time, but like strawberry vodka was our first big push into that space, and Poulter family in Fremont, Ohio is our berry farm. Like we got connected to them in the most amazing way. We were working with another purveyor for we wanted local Ohio grown strawberries, and it's like comes to crunch time and they're like, well, sorry, it didn't work out. And we're like, what do you mean it didn't work out? Like, right? We're like, crap. So we're calling, we're scrambling, and we ended up getting introduced to the Poulter family, and at that time was when the Anderson stores closed. They decided that they were closing the retail stores and focus on the actual agro business that the Andersons does. And it was like, well, okay, you should call these guys. So we go out, we meet the Poulter family, and they're like, well, we have these berries ready for Andersons, and like they closed, so we're not. What do we do with these? And we're like, well, how many do you have? Because that's the other thing. Like when you work in the distilling business at a 10-to-1 ratio, it's like, oh yeah, man, I've got like 500 pounds of this thing. Like, can you make something cool? Like, no, I can't.
It don't work like that.
I can make a glass of something cool.
Yeah,
like,
I need a lot more than that.
I need 5,000 pounds. You know, it's just like the scale of like, what that means, and like we went out there, and like he opened this cooler up, and just like all these flats of strawberries, and we were just like, wow. And he's like, what do you think? And we were just like, we'll take them. We'll buy them. We'll take all of them. And so we worked with them, and we bought the strawberries. We figured out that in Jeep Grand Cherokee we could fit like 87 flats of strawberries with all the seats folded down, and you don't need car air fresheners for like 2 more months.
Oh, I believe it.
That's amazing. And just like all about like how do you work with the people that work with you, and like it's a 1,000-acre like 3rd-generation family-owned farm, and like all of our berries have come from there ever since, and like
That's good.
yeah.
So as of right now, what's your competition?
Competition. It's a great question.
You blowing everybody out the water, I see.
Well,
Yeah, with this premium drink I got right now.
He's a professional.
So you know the funny thing is competition is great, and I've got a prop for that actually. So you know I think that in the craft space it's very collaborative, right? So we poke against big brands, right? So you know Tito's, we make Heart of Gold vodka. It's beautiful vodka. Everybody orders Tito's vodka because they hit the market at the right time, in the right message, at the right price.
Yeah.
Cost per ounce in your bar, Heart of Gold is the same. It's the same price per ounce. And you know what? It puts local people to work. It puts everybody in the community, and it keeps those dollars exactly here. 100% here. Right? And then, like, it matters. It's like when I talk to some of the bar people and the bar owners, it's like it matters. Like if you can pour Heart of Gold vodka over Tito's, and like I mean no disrespect to Tito's, and like people want Tito's, and like you prefer Tito's, great, it's fine. The space is big, and you know in a billions of dollars space, I don't need a billions of dollars for the market share. I want just a little. I just need a little piece of that. And it really comes down to like customers ordering it, and it's the. Is everybody listening at home? Because like, listen to what I'm saying. If you want to support local, order local products, and like, you know, everybody will think about local beer because local beer just makes sense. Like, hey, what's your local IPA? You can go anywhere in the world
People
and
always
say,
ask that question
what's your
every
local
day
beer?
at the bar. Yes.
Who makes your local vodka? Says no one ever.
Exactly.
And
Very true.
Well, we try to talk to bar owners and mostly bartenders. Like, God bless you, because
yeah,
like
absolutely.
bartenders are our actual salespeople. Like, we need a bar owner to say yes, but we need the bartenders to actually
Actually
help
Oh, you
us.
like Crown Apple? Well, I really think you should just try a little bit of this because I think you're gonna like it better, and it's like the same price. You know, but it's hard when there's a name like a Tito's or a Crown Royal that's on every
100%.
commercial and everybody's so familiar with it, and they're like, okay, I know I like that, I'm gonna stick to that, and that's it.
Right,
But
yeah.
if you can get them to just try a little bit,
Just try it.
something else,
Just try one.
they'll usually like if I get somebody to try that heart of glass, they usually order.
Yeah, you just gotta try it. You have to try it.
I agree.
So our competitors are big, but the market is huge.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you know, all we try to do is chip away at it a little bit. You know, and
Best way to do it.
my
Okay.
Oh, he going to the back. So you already know what he got. He got it on the floor.
First of all, before we get into that, we could talk maybe about. I don't mean to hijack the question.
You are actually good. You good?
But this is the nickel,
So
right?
good.
Yes,
I love
sir.
This gin is
So-
so good. East side.
We have the East Side Gin, which I'm enjoying.
I heard it's good.
It's so good.
I
Yeah.
heard it's actually good. Let me get a sip
The
of that.
bottle is so
It's-
cool.
The bottle is
Yeah,
unique.
the bottle's amazing.
This is what makes.
So
It's very good.
East Side Gin, you know, we're located at 1301 North Summit Street. We look out the windows every single day at the East Side, and as we made this gin, we thought about gin in general and like the story as we compete with brands like Tanqueray, you know,
Ooh.
and all of the beefeater brands, you know. I hated gin as a kid and never loved it as a
Gin make you
young
sin.
adult. And it's
You
just
know the
like,
old saying.
I don't want a pine tree. I don't want
Yep, same.
I don't want that. I don't want that experience. And Lucas is like, well, that's because juniper oils evaporate at this temperature, and like there was all this very scientific thing that happened. And it's like, well, can we make it that doesn't suck? Yeah, I can do that.
Big one that tastes good.
And 18 months and 100 test batches later, we came up with Eastside. And what's so great about this is
That's a nice bottle, man.
it's a great
really
bottle.
cool, yeah.
And you know, Eastside Gin, we thought through the naming of it, and again, regional artist in this particular instance. But as you take a very opulent spirit from Europe and you meld it into American culture, which is what America does best, and now all of a sudden you get Snoop in gin, and you get hookers in gin, and
Yeah.
you get rat rods
Yeah.
and punk rock in gin,
Right,
and
right.
it's like it gets gritty,
Yeah.
but yet there's still an opulence to it. So like the thought process of like a city and like an east side and a west side, and every city has an east side, and some of them are opulent and some of them are not. And sometimes you get busted knuckles and sometimes you get gold rings. You know?
Absolutely.
Right.
And it was our kind of tip of the cap saying like every city has an east side, and like it's just a cool tip of the cap to it.
Yeah.
And we represented our east side because we see it out of our windows. Every bottle, this artist drew a buffalo nickel in the corner of the
Yep.
for our 05.
Yep. It's
So-
so cool.
Represented on
It's such a cool bottle.
every bottle.
I'll
Little
get a lot
buffalo
of
nickel.
people that will come in the bar and they'll go, "What's that?" I'm like, "Oh, that's Eastside Gin." Just because the bottle looks so cool, and,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh wow, what is that?" Yeah.
What I can say, Dustin, is once again, when you come into this establishment, it's got its own vibe it gives off, and it's a great vibe. What I love about it, when I first came into the establishment, when I came today, just watching the bingo thing. So to tap in on that, what made you want to just start doing a bingo, which I think was a great thing, because you get the brunch going on, because your establishment, what I can say, is different from every other establishment I've been in Toledo, and I've been in Toledo all my life. So me getting older and stuff like that, and when you get older, you look at things a little different. You don't go out like you used to. Now that I'm up close to being 50, when I come into your establishment, it kind of grabs you, and it just like, it's nice. Like once again, it's like being in another city. So what made you come up and say, we're gonna do bingo night every Sunday? We're gonna do brunch. Where these ideas come from?
Yeah, brunch was a fun thing. Like we talked about it for a while, and like a lot of it's the neighborhood. right? So
Okay.
the neighborhood. So we're in the old Vistula neighborhood, right? This is the oldest neighborhood of Toledo.
So what's the name of it again?
Vistula.
Shula.
Okay, I'm from the east side, so I'm just, but I love it. They're upgrading the neighborhood. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So the city of Toledo was actually formed by the Vistula colony and the Port Lawrence colony.
Check it. Okay.
And
I'm getting a history lesson.
those Vistula, which is our neighborhood,
Okay.
is the oldest part of Toledo. And
Oh, wow.
the Vistula colony and the Port Lawrence colony joined forces together in 1833 to, I think 1833. Fact check that if you want. About then.
Yeah.
To form the city of Toledo, and it was done in a way to join the population together
Nice.
for the Erie Canal. They wanted the Erie Canal to run through Toledo. So that as the joint forces of Toledo working together, you had two colonies like saying, look, let's be bigger together.
Absolutely.
And
Join forces.
Cherry Street is actually where that joins together. And if you follow the streets
Yeah.
from Vistula up north
Okay.
and into Point Place even, or you follow Port Lawrence south towards even the zoo, the streets don't line up. Cherry Street is the division.
I got you. Okay.
And that's where those bushes are that say Toledo, Ohio. That is the union of Toledo, Ohio, at Cherry Street, right there.
That's crazy.
Cherry and Summit.
That's crazy. I mean, the history of the area is just ridiculous.
Toledo has an amazing history.
It really
We
does.
do a lot of fun. We do a lot of fun stuff around that. But I think to answer your question about like just doing brunch was like developing this neighborhood. Like the Vistula neighborhood is not a like gigantically vibrant community, right? It's like it's one of the most struggling neighborhoods in Toledo, and we try to do, and this is a rough thing for us, like to do something cool and like bring something fresh,
Right.
but like be very, very passionate about like how are you protecting gentrification and stuff, right? Like it's the average income of the neighborhood behind us is $20,000 a year or less. So it's rough. It's a tough.
Yeah,
it's a
it
tough
is.
space. And it's a very mixed use neighborhood as well. So you have Libby Glass in our neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
an industrial glass manufacturer that was a cornerstone of Toledo in our neighborhood. You have homes that like people that don't make very much money at all, and now we're closer to the riverfront trying to do cool stuff and try to get the neighborhood moving, but trying to also be respectful of ways that we can give back and ways that we can lift. And what's happening is since we've opened here, we've had the Toll House is open, and Will Lucas has done an amazing job there, and in developing that property. And Ostrich Town is now growing. Wonder Bread,
Really cool.
art construction, doing the Wonder Building has been amazing. They put 33 apartments there.
Wow.
It's wonderful, fully occupied, and it's just like that development continues. So how does everything lift, but yet, how do we continue to support the neighborhood? So, Andrew, my business partner, he works very closely with the Sula Foundation and like making sure that we're also protecting the neighborhood and what we're doing. And Metro Parks have been an amazing partner for us from the very get-go. And as the Riverwalk develops and continues to activate even in front of our building, like how does the neighborhood have a voice, and how do we provide for the community too is really important for us.
I love this area. When I nobody really comes down to this area, but when I've been out there multiple times, like you said, with the Oxford Village down there, they're building that up over on Locust Street, Molly's pub, Irish pub over there. Like I'm doing a show there in September. The history.
Are you doing the trailer?
No, the trailer is actually inside the building now.
Are you going to do it in the trailer?
Absolutely not.
You got to go right in that little trailer.
Bro, I'm 6'5". I get
Bro, your voice will be like,
yeah,
that little trailer.
The trailer is amazing. Mr. Brown been there with me too. It's a great establishment in there. Down the trailer, I'm gonna say he'll be fine because he's shorter than me. He will be fine. I'm 6'5". I'm tall like you. Them two right there will be fine. I'm gonna walk in there. I'm gonna knock me out.
Like a vocal booth.
Yeah, I'm gonna be at the hospital on Cherry in a minute because it's a great establishment. Just there and then here. Like it's upcoming. You got the pickleball right there.
Yeah, pickleball's been amazing too, right?
Oh, man, it's just the atmosphere coming up. I feel like it's gonna take some time. The more
It is.
word of mouth, but good thing about us having social media to help us you know, be a voice farther out to touch people all around, because at the end of the day, it's a great area.
Well,
It really is.
To circle back to the question at hand, was like what spawned you to do brunch, or what was the idea there? It's like it's about building the density. So like we pop up as a lone star here. It's like, okay, there's one thing to do.
Right.
Now Toll House opens, right? So you've got a membership base that exists there. You have Toledo Pickle, which has activated. They're blowing up over there in the riverfront.
Yes.
And they put tons of money in there, and it's a beautiful place. And there's tons of stuff to do. Even if you don't like pickleball, you don't have to pay.
That's really cool.
You don't have to pay to play pickleball. Just go there, have a lunch, and enjoy the riverfront.
They got
have
an
a good time
amazing kitchen, man.
And then like or go there and play pickle, or go and see a local artist, you know, play music on the riverfront.
Yes.
And then go up to Ostrich-town and have tacos, you know, and
Walking distance
have a
from
cocktail
everything.
at Molly's, and like you've got so much stuff that's happening, and the idea was how do we do something that also complements what's going on. So if we could put something that we could activate, brunch was the start, and then it's like, well, what about bingo? Like Ostrich-town does bingos on Thursdays.
Okay.
And we had, so as you noticed, we had gift cards today that Ostrich-town donated.
Nice.
For our event. And
Okay.
We have also done the same thing. So sharing customers and being able to promote the growth of the neighborhood. That's really what it's about.
Working together, man.
And it's you go to a Mud Hens game, right? And you're in the warehouse district, and it's this great place, and there's a million bars, there's all this stuff to do.
All right.
And like parking is hard or whatever, but like you park. And what we're trying to do is develop that same experience here. And we've got a little more work to do, but it's pretty tight. Like there's a lot of fun stuff to do. You can park and you can walk.
Absolutely.
And do some fun stuff here.
Absolutely.
In this neighborhood.
I like I said, man, you're right. When you go downtown to the Mud Hens game, shout out to the Mud Hens today. They're playing. The thing about it is, with time, you just gotta be patient. You gotta be patient. I really feel like this is gonna take off, and it will, because like I said, when I walked in today, all that yelling and screaming, I love that, because they were having a great time. Like you said before, you was like, y'all ready to play bingo? And they were like, it took them a minute. It's kind of, it takes some people a couple minutes. Maybe they could have some hangovers from last night.
That first drink
get the first drink and you get it motivated. But that's a great thing about it. That's great that you guys are doing that. So is that every Sunday that you guys do the bingo? Not music bingo, but bingo and brunch. That's every Sunday.
So brunch is every Sunday. Today was the first bingo. We've got a bunch of programming that we do during brunch. So we've had live music. We've had all sorts of fun stuff.
Yeah.
So bingo was the first today. So we'll take a peek at that and see what that in store is for the future.
It looked like it was a success. The parking lot was crunch. It was like, I had parked way out, but I'm not mad about it.
You guys have a huge parking
lot. Yeah,
lot.
you do have a good
really, really nice.
Big parking.
Because
it's not the flattest parking lot.
Sometimes I hate going downtown because it's like I got parking spot.
A lot of places.
Yeah.
$20.
$35 parking. $40 parking.
Plenty of parking.
Yeah.
That's another thing too, is that you got the parking.
It's a great location.
Because if you go anywhere, that's what's always going to be the biggest problem. Do you look in that when you guys started this, and because parking is important. You want all the customers. You want a lot of customers. When I pulled in today, I was like, oh, they're busy.
Yeah.
When we talked on the phone, he's like, yeah, I got a bingo going on. I was like, okay. I'm just driving and listening to my music. I pull in like, holy, this is busy.
It was packed. We had like a line to get tables.
That's great.
And
that's awesome.
My man Nick said when he went upstairs, he was like, every seat was full. That's a beautiful thing. To me, that sounds like was a big success today.
It seems that way, yes.
Just saying, you got something going on, man. You got something going on.
We're trying.
Keep it up, man.
Keep everybody happy.
Yeah, we gonna do a show one Sunday. I'm gonna have to show up for bingo because I want a gift card.
Yeah.
I need a gift card.
I agree.
Nick had some samples today. He said they were very good.
He likes it.
But you guys gave a great environment, a great variety of different things, which is so nice. You go to a lot of places, man. Like you said, pushing the brand of selling from the city, buying from the city. That's where it's all got to be at.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, people come in. Amanda knows that, working at a bar. She knows that people come in. They want the Tito's. They want this. They want that.
Specific thing, yeah.
But and that's what we got to do. Toledo's upcoming. It's a beautiful city. It really is. And and I'm very proud to be from here and to see all the stuff. When I was a kid, you know, Portside was big back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Sure.
they had fudge
Oh, yeah.
and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, time's gone. Downtown used to be popping in the bar.
When I was a kid, there was no downtown. When I was a kid.
Oh, so
I mean, there was nothing downtown.
I mean, yeah, you had, you know, Portside.
Yeah,
you had
it has come such a long way.
Absolutely. We kind of went down for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Now it just took a turn. You got the Mud Hens downtown, which is great. You know, we got all these great bars downtown, and then you got people like you that's popping on the grid, and it's just giving something that we never seen before.
Just trying to do our part, man.
Revitalizing.
I'm gonna just tell you this: keep doing what you do.
Keep lifting. Thank you.
Keep doing what you're doing because you got a great establishment. Like I tell you guys, when y'all come check out Toledo Spirits, check out my man Dustin. This establishment is gonna change your life. I'm not lying. You see what Miss Amanda said about that drink, and she's
Oh my
a
gosh, you
bartender.
gotta get an espresso martini.
Man, she said
so good.
that's the best drink she
Look
ever
at
had.
you
Touch
even
her lips.
last.
And if you want the drink from the east side, we got it for you.
East Side Gin is very good.
It's in liquor stores everywhere around the region, so
Ooh,
ask for it by
Yeah,
name.
you can get it
It's
at
in the gin aisle.
Joseph's, at Marino's.
All
Both the
your-
bars
all
I
your
work
liquor
at have
stores.
it, so.
You
Most
see-
bars will have it. Both
Hey,
bars I
there
work
you
at
go.
have it.
Hey, like I said, you guys, beautiful establishment. Y'all need to check it out. It's a great establishment downstairs to change your mind. When you get down here, you can feel like a kid, like Major Magic back in there with all the pinballs and all that. Not Chuck E. Cheese. We talking about Major Magics, baby.
They
You
kind of
gotta
have something for everybody.
you gotta
know? Like,
change
you
it.
got the
You gotta
pinball,
change it
and you got the
down.
chill. and,
Right.
yeah, something for
It's just a
everybody.
beautiful establishment. It really is. Dustin, thank you very much
Neal,
for
thank
letting
you.
us come down here, man.
Anytime.
I'm definitely gonna give you another drink.
You should.
Yeah.
I might get what he got down there because he is the master of disaster
That's
with
it.
drinks. So I don't know. I'm gonna tap in on that.
Yes, sir.
I think Amanda's got it going with you.
Yeah, I need all you guys. I tried to get Don
was.
to try it, but he does not like coffee. He's not
Oh
having it.
man.
I said
Yeah.
it tastes like chocolate. I swear.
Before we get out of here, you guys, I want you guys to understand some things. You know, we have a big thing going on Tuesday. Me and Nick, I'm gonna be going on the Juice 97.3 on Tuesday. Nick's gonna record it while we're down there talking with Dave, and we're gonna put it on the air so you guys can watch it. So you guys can, I would say about 5 o'clock on Tuesday, you better, listen on the radio. But don't worry, we're gonna record it. We're gonna put it out there so people can see me interviewing with Dave. Very excited for that. We're just getting better and better, but I need everybody to please subscribe to our channel to keep it going. Remember, you guys check out Toledo Spirits. It's a great establishment. The food is great atmosphere. It's just gonna get better and better. So
Come see us.
absolutely. Y'all live right, do right, y'all gonna be all right. We're out of here.